Ryan Garcia is still on the lookout for his next opponent, and he's just shocked boxing fans by calling out Naoya Inoue. Ryan Garcia spoke about what he plans to do against Devin Haney if their fight ends up getting made, and he sent a message to Bill Haney about it as well. Ryan stated, "The fight between me and Devin Haney will be a huge PPV, and I will exceed expectations and people will be shocked. I will not be shocked. Devin will be destroyed, and his daddy's going to have to help him up. He's going to have 3 chances to stop the fight. The first one, if he doesn't do it, then who knows what's going to happen. You're going to have 3 chances in the fight to help your son out if you care about your son. We're going to see where that love really is." Bill Haney isn't too impressed with Ryan lately though, and he threw him under the bus while bringing up his interactions with Floyd Mayweather as well. Bill stated, "I don't know whether to call him crying Ryan, lying Ryan, or is he on top of his game now, Ryan? You say you're going to make me throw in the towel or me do this or me do that. Now, if you are serious and you are going to sign the fight, we'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. As far as the retiring and the conspiring going on in boxing, we got a recent retirement, or is it a publicity stunt with the Stevenson team? Now I hear there might have been some conspiring going on with the infamous, mysterious run in the middle of the night with Ryan Garcia and TBE Floyd Mayweather. So Ryan comes out and says Floyd told him not to do it, and every time not to do the fight between Devin and Ryan, right? So am I lying? It's the Devin Haney era. Everybody and their mama trying to stop this. Did I lie about something? I say they say everything, but let's fight." In an interview with Jake Paul, Devin admitted that he's faced Ryan while sparring before, and things went pretty well.
A lot of people don't know this, but you beat Ryan Garcia in the amateurs.
Yeah.
What would happen now?
I do feel like Ryan has got better since the amateurs, but I don't feel like he got that much better. It won't be no different than the amateurs. In the amateurs, we were like very competitive. We would go back and forth. But now, I don't feel like it will be a close fight with us.
Tim Bradley definitely feels like Ryan is feeling himself after spending some time with Floyd.
Floyd even said that he's one of the top 3, I would say, salesmen in boxing. You know, Gervonta Davis, him, and Canelo. They're the biggest names in boxing. That's what Floyd went on a rant and said. So he's feeling some type of way about himself, and he's saying that, hey, I'm the A side. I have the huge following. Although I ain't never won a belt, although I ain't never really beat a real fighter, you know, okay, I'll give him the boy from England. I'll give him that.
It looks as though Floyd has had quite a bit of influence on Ryan though, and he even convinced him to look to other opponents. Ryan stated, "I'm not gonna lie, Floyd's pretty influential. He's like, why would you do that? Why don't you fight Rolly for the belt and then fight Haney?" I said, "That makes sense, but I told people already I'm gonna fight Devin." He said, "Some things change." I'm paraphrasing, but I made the quick decision. "All right, Floyd, that makes sense." Oscar de la Hoya assured fans that the fight between Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero would be an absolute spectacle, and he made sure to warn Floyd about influencing his fighter too much. Oscar stated, "Golden Boy has worked with Ryan Garcia since he turned pro, and together have made him the biggest draw in boxing. We'll make this fight with Rolly into a huge event, as we always do. Floyd, if you want to give Ryan the secret to defense in the ring, that's great. Other than that, if you're still a promoter like it says here, off." Unexpectedly, Rolly Romero's next fight was announced to be against Isaac Cruz, and Ryan wasn't very happy with Oscar for lying. Ryan stated, "Look, I was informed the deal was finalizing and it would be announced in the coming days. Obviously, that was a lie. My patience has been tested the last few weeks. I'm trying my best to be as honest and real as I can to you guys. I'll be looking forward to announcing my next fight. I'm not going to say anything until it's actually signed and delivered. I still look forward to putting on a big PPV for DAZN Boxing. Have a blessed day." Even Rolly Romero came out to say that Oscar de la Hoya slipped up on making the fight, and he revealed that Oscar never wanted the fight to happen anyways.
Ryan Garcia has too many people in his ear. He doesn't know who to trust and not to trust. He has just too many people around him. And in reality, the person he should have just sat down and called was me. He has my number. He should have sat down and called me. He's over here all over the place and being fed all sorts of misinformation. I don't think that lawyer wanted the fight to be made to begin with.
Really?
Yeah. I have a really good feeling that lawyer didn't want the fight to be made.
With that fight being put on the back burner, Ryan assured fans that he would be looking at the fight with Devin Haney again, and he stated, "I don't want to say anything before it's signed, but we're back in talks. Devin will be destroyed, and his dad's going to help him up. I had a poll of who I should fight next between Rolando Romero and Devin Haney. The poll was close, but ultimately Devin Haney won. So, I wanted to give everybody that fight because the people voted, and you should get what you voted for. I can fight anybody. They need me, but I also need them. Ultimately, I'm more the driving force, but they've got boxing fans. I'm a more well-known person due to social media." Devin has admitted that Ryan is number one on his hit list right now, but he feels confident that he'll be able to beat him.
That's the number one guy on his resume is Ryan Garcia. So once I beat him, then my resume is only gonna get bigger and bigger. And like I said, it's one of the biggest fights in boxing, and it's a huge fight.
Ryan has made it clear that he wants to beat the very best to prove himself a champion, and he sees two fighters being his obstacles to overcome. Ryan stated, "Do I want to beat the guy that represents being a champion? Yes. I don't feel like Rolly Romero represents being a champion. If I beat him, I wouldn't have called myself a champion. I'd just say I have a belt. When I beat Devin Haney, I can consider myself a champion." Eddie Hearn really thinks that it's the perfect time for Ryan to face Devin, and he even gave a potential date for the fight. Eddie stated, "I spoke to Ryan Garcia briefly last night just to message, and I said, the timing is good because I'm seeing Devin and Bill Haney in Vegas all next week, and that's the fight to make. You want a big PPV on April 20th. Tell me the other options out there." Even Oscar de la Hoya gave praise to Devin, and it appears that he always wanted Devin to be the opponent. Oscar stated, "I think Devin Haney is a special fighter. He knows how to figure out his opponents. Haney knows how to dissect you and be patient and use his reach and distance. He doesn't care what the crowd says, and that's crucial to any fighter. When you're in the ring and hearing boos from everybody, a lot of fighters panic and start changing up their game plan, and then they make mistakes. Shakur Stevenson doesn't care. It hurts you in other ways, like popularity with the fans, but all they care about is winning." Even though talks aren't finished in setting up a fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, it looks as though Ryan is already looking for his next opponent, and he's chosen Naoya Inoue as his potential opponent.
Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140? I'm talking about future, and we do it in Japan. It'll be huge. Huge. Mark my words, if it somehow plays out that way, I think that fight will be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Remember, I just said that.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.